Hello, I am Dib the Awesome, and welcome to another exciting episode of Dib's ML Journals, where we explore monsters that uh, I'm currently using and/or monsters that aren't really seen as either unsure of, people consider not good, people like want to know what it does. They're thinking about buying it. What's up in the hizzies? Want to see actual gameplay? Want to hear talking in at the same time? It's kind of like but not real. It's kind of like just kind of explaining, someone's personal experience with said monster. That's a better description. So someone else's experiences with said monster. And today we are diving into the depths. We are going under the sea, or in this case, we went all the way to the first section of my storage bin, which usually says yes, the oldest stuff is always up front. So I'd like to introduce you guys to the prisoner, who has been in my storage for decades. I got him in his own pack, and I patched him, but recently in the just for a couple of reasons. One, uh, because it's a special occasion. It is the all water war team war event, where all the monsters for like the ruling is water based monsters. So here it is. And then the second reason is I was asked to do this. I was like, I was like, I got like someone gave me the idea. It's like, hey Dib, you should totally do a your next guide, or not your guide, the journal on the prisoner. You know, uh, let your audience know how to use the prisoner. Give your thoughts, your impressions, all that jazz. Since you just haven't hatched them in years. Armor Gaming gave that suggestion, by the way, and I told them that sounds like an awesome idea, and so here it is now. All right, so I have used Prisoner quite a bit. I've used him in the stream, my recent streaming, and I'm planning on using him in the next one. And I've been using him in dungeon fights, and I've got to say I've been having fun. This monster is quote unquote fun to use. Uh, and with the right monsters, especially with the theme team for like the theme team I have for this occasion slash full water team, how can you give this guy maximum potential and maximum funnage? And we will show you that today. Now a lot of people don't like the prisoner too much because he's got Oro speed, and his power doesn't scream the almightiest in the world. You think with the name The Prisoner, he has insane amount of attack power. What you guys see right now is his base power at 100. 3,234. So this thing hits just about as hard as Heyman probably. Uh, Heyman probably hits a tad bit harder just because his base moves are higher, but yeah, you get my point. He punches as hard as a rock, or like a fluffy rock. It doesn't not even a rock. Like a rock would hurt more probably than the thing, but yeah, he's actually a supportive monster. That's At least this is how I'm going to be portraying him today in my journal video. My thoughts. I see the prisoner as a support, and he works fantastic just as that. And I have built him in terms of supporting runes. I've built him 2 team lives and a speed. Now, if you're new to my channel, or you want just general tips, if you are using team life runes, or yeah, if you're using team life runes, don't put team life runes on monsters that aren't naturally tanky. Prisoner actually carries an impressive stat of 31k plus for life, so it's not the most brittlest monster in the game. It's a nice tanky life, so you can run team life on it. Sadly though, you do need to run the speed rune. It's just mandatory, regardless if you're just in the lower rankings or medium class, or the higher ends of things. If you're on the higher end of things, you should probably use something else. Probably because if your enemies are if all your every single enemy on the enemy team's running X speedruns, this thing's like you're not gonna see the day. This thing won't see the daylight, even though it's like even though it's like under the sea. No, this thing literally will not see the light of day. With the Oros, it just won't. uh, yeah, that's just the thing when you have Oro speed. That's a similar thing in common. Uh, But yeah, why am I running Team Life Rune? Well, I'll show you guys right now. I am running Team Life Runes because he has a 30% shield AoE and he has a AoE life regen. As you guys know, life scales with, I mean, regen and shield scale with life. Since it's an AoE buff, I am genuinely, it's an AoE buff, so everybody's going to get regen, everybody's going to get a shield. Why not make that shield better with life, team life? Give everybody more benefits. It's kind of the key with the prisoner. He is a overall helper. He's not there to do the damage. He's there to give the buffs. Are there better buffs? So why are you making this journal then if there's better buffers in the game? This is a waste of... No, it's not. If someone does want to use this, I am teaching them. This is teaching. I am teaching them. I'm giving advice on how to use it in a competitive scene. Even though it is not the most optimal choice, even if it doesn't have the best trade in the world. Its trade is energized. You can combo that. I want to say you can combo energized with stamina regen, and he works really well with the water-based Hydrotiller. We're gonna see me use him today with Wattenheart, who can make his generally the lower damage, alright damage. The 30%, I mean like the 30 damage AoEs. Wattenheart can genuinely make it so it does normal damage, pretty close to just normal damage. It's not too high of damage, but it's if you're getting hit by maybe damage AoE. It's not all that much. It's not all that surprising because we're not bumping his power up at all. With this build, it's not increasing his strength. Now, this is just a build. You don't my build. You can build them whatever you want. I built support around the idea of scaling with the scaling regen and scaling small shield. Now, I'm gonna say if you have level 17 lives, by all means put it on them. I'm just saying that right off the bat. If you have Team 7 life runes, that scales better. I'm gonna say the higher those two team lives are, the better scaling of your AoE shields in life. For this situation, I only have a level 5 and a level 4 life rune, and that gets me about 29%, 25%, more life. Not the best in the world. If I get Team Life runes, I'm planning on changing that. I'm going to also say there's an upgraded version of this monster in the form of the frog monster. I'm going to pull him up right here too. There is an upgraded version of the prisoner. If you don't like the prisoner, how he is at the moment, you should look into this monster then. You should look into Vadanoi, this wild-looking frogman who just came out and is currently in the he's currently in the trailers. That's basically upgraded prisoner. Essentially, that's all Vadani is. He can give. Oops, that's that. I'm trying for it. I was actually forgot. Okay, there we go. It's an Arcanite. Yay! So you guys got saw that. Past the prisoner. There we go. Essentially, he is like that. He can he's immune to freeze for one thing. He's immune to freeze. He can give himself stamina regen, and that's a zero stamina cost. I do believe it's a 0 turn cooldown. It's like 1 turn, maybe, possibly. I can't remember. But he gives him stamina regen. You can give everyone protection immunity, remove debuffs. I don't know if I already said that already, but he can remove debuffs. So essentially clear freezing. You can give immunity to possession too. I'm just kind of thinking of all the stuff you can do on top of my head. Life regen, immunity to possession, clear debuffs. Those are the major things. I know that much. You can single target possession, and there was something else. Oh, AoE damage buff too. He can give everyone a damage buff too. The only thing I think he doesn't do, what Prisoner has that the other, like the upgraded version I just said, doesn't have, is the AoE precision and AoE shielding. That's the only thing difference between this. And the ultimate's different too. I'd say in terms of a war, Prisoner has the stun, while the other monster has the AoE freeze. That's another just key difference. Situation. This is all of course situational. Do you need the water denied, or do you need the other enemy monsters denied? Odds are the AoE freeze is more valid, just because it's just in terms of monsters, it's like 1 out of 2 possibly, unless they put like something immune to freeze that's not a water monster on defense. So yeah, this is the build. We've also carried up the single target stun, again, just for the sake of utility. This guy is not there to do the damages. This guy is just simply there to be a hand to everybody. Give everybody a light free gen, give everybody a shield. And again, the higher those team life runes are, the better his utility is, or just like the more people get out of his utility. I'm gonna say monsters that have higher base life work well with this monster because if they have a high base life already, that's gonna scale, and they're already building more life too. That's gonna scale with the team life. That just adds on to it. Uh, so we're gonna do a battle here today in PvP. We're gonna use this team right here. Whoops, we needed the prisoner. Come back, prisoner. We are going to use the prisoner, of course, up front, the main man of the show. We're gonna go down to Pound Town today. Pound Town. Pound Town's gonna take us to town. That's where he's going. He's gonna take us to Pound Town. Pound Town. So we're gonna bring Hydratilla, the Icebringer, and we're bringing Wattenheart, who makes everybody weak to water, and Hydratilla has a lot of water moves, and so does Prisoner has a lot of water moves. Again, going with the theme of a full water team for this guide episode. I mean, not this guide, this journal episode entry. This journal entry, I mean. Words. Various phrases that mean technically the same thing, or basically the same thing. But yeah, for this occasion, I have built a life rune with Wattenheart. Usually I just run him 2 speeds and a strength. I just feel like he doesn't need the life rune, but in this situation I do because it combos well with it. It just makes him tankier because I am bringing the 2, team lives. It also makes Hydratilla harder to kill. Obviously, no surprise, the first monster up is actually the hugest counter to this team, Voltic. Voltic will eat, genuinely, any water monster alive, no surprise there. So that's the ultimate bane when you're running, obviously, water monsters specifically. If you're running a prisoner, Voltics aren't going to have any hard time getting through prisoner. Just because they have basically infinite turns. Don't give me that shit if they, David's a balanced one. No. No, it's not. Your quotation of fair is different than mine. Mine's more you could say mine's the fairer term. We're totally gonna fight this team. Why not? In the case we miss our freeze, so we're gonna go straight up the bat. We're gonna do AoE freezing. We'll do a few fights with this team. I did like one fight before, but we'll do a few fights just to showcase this because this is actually I've had a lot of fun with this team. So Wattenheart, I would like to add, even though I'm only running 1 level 5, since the base speed, obviously Prisoner's base speed isn't all that high, Wattenheart's gonna get the first punch in. And he's gonna be able to set up for our dear friend here, or just like everybody else, his bros, his crew, with that weakness to water on everything. And there we go. So we can hit anything with super effective damage here. We're going to hit the... it doesn't really matter what we hit, but we're going to hit the Atum here, because, we don't like Atums. We don't want those AoE shields up. Now we're going to do AoE life regen. I guess we don't have to do the AoE life regen. You know what? I actually want to show. I'll show you guys the cool animation. I do like the shield animation. Check this out. Isn't that cool? That's really cool, isn't it? Oh, okay. That's another thing too. So that what you just saw right there was why he combos so well with Hydratilla water form. I think it was in the throw. That's actually a water-based AoE or Inatro. I think that's the pronunciation of it. Words, but anyway, the AoE bubble shield that you just saw there is water-based, so that hits everybody. That's going to proc the 50 plus 50 energy points for Hydratilla, which is nice. Hydratilla also looks in conjunction with Prisoner, giving him immunity to freeze too, so that's also a thing. If you did want to run Prisoner versus the upgraded version, you could run Hydratilla. He can give him immunity to freeze, and then you go on your way from there. Remove your concern of being frozen. I probably should have denied that denier there. That probably would have been a better idea. Oh dear. Good thing we used the shields. This is gonna hurt. We got our shield set up, so it's all fine and dandy. We're all okay. It's a good thing I set up the. Oh, okay. I guess that's fair gameplay. Well, shit. You think that phases the prisoner? The prisoner is not phased, but he is totally knocked out. It's like, give me 5 people. Oh no. Uh, dang it. This isn't good. I haven't gotten to set up my life regen yet. Alright. So I have to recharge again. Alright. I think the shield's wearing off at this point too. Dictera Berry. Shut up, Minotaurus. We don't need those shields. So I'm already gave you guys shield. Alright, so now we can move again freely and we're gonna AoE freeze everything. Bam. Oh, he's gonna die from DOT. It's a good thing we're doing another one. Oh, never mind. The shield saved him. Oh, but we have to recharge the prisoner. Doesn't really help him when we're possessed, does it? Yeah, we could use that other. We could use the upgraded prisoner right now. uh, no single target freeze. Oh, missed that. Oh, I still have to charge again with Watch and Heart. Ugh. That team life, though. Boop. Freeze. Oh, there we go. There's the frozen kill. Hey! Prisoner gets 10. Yeah. We're gonna set up the life regen now. Boop. And now we can do stamina regen. Do it all again. I don't seem to have anything that can spontaneously kill him. We'll go for Rainbow Avenge again. Boop. mm. I think it's pretty funny that I got like dude, I totally got I got 2 months. 2 monsters were possessed by that. That regen though. You gotta love that regen, man. Look at that. 50 regen points back. Yes. Just won this man's misery. Bam. We're gonna do another fight with this team, again, because this fun. This team is so much fun. uh, Now let's talk about since we're doing another fight. I will take the time to talk about other partners that the prisoner could be paired up with. Uh, he doesn't have to be paired up. Obviously, this isn't the only combo in the game. The only pairings you could pair with the prisoner. He does work with other monsters. Funny combination. Just for like the sake of the. Oh, okay, never mind. I can suggest that to you. In terms of a formal comp, like let's say a competitive comp. What do you want to pair this guy up with in terms of a competitive comp? Since he is the support of your team, you do need damage. I'm gonna say if your denier is essentially really obviously if it's fat, it's always gonna be fat. And that's why you usually fight things that are usually slower than you. But things that give immunities to deny is also really nice for him. I'm gonna say Bowtie. Bowtie works with I say it for every single thing that's not immune to deny because that's how fantastic Bowtie is. Bowtie works really well. But you could say but Dibdo. I'm already running another support then. It's like, hey, ideas, suggestions of what you may run. Then your attacker can be really, really strong. At that point, you don't have to worry about being denied because Bowtie prevents monsters from being denied by virtually everything at the moment. I do believe he prevents hacking. He prevents Mega Stun. Yeah, at the moment he's like, no, you can't be denied. I deny you from being denied. uh, so uh, so yeah, that's a a partner you may pair it up with in conjunction with that. And I'm gonna say with that attack damage, that damage you can use things that have specifically things that are immune to deny and are also tanky. Again, things that have naturally high base life work really well with the prisoner. I'd say Igursus, one of the newer monsters, is a monster that you may pair it up with. Keep in mind though, he is slow. He's the same speed. So that's odds are that's not the best idea in the world. Things that naturally have high life again. Other earth, like I'd say, earth attackers for the most part would work well with him. Things that can scale with life regen, things that can scale with the shield, things that just love shields and life regen. I could take the time after this next fight here to look at all the monsters that I have, and I think that would work really well with the prisoner. Uh, Another reason why he'd work so well with Bowtie, Bowtie can reset all cooldowns, so essentially help the whole team get their mojo back and flowing, especially the prisoner's AoEs again. He can get his AoEs back up. He can give life regen to his allies again. He can give shields. Uh, in the same way, I'm gonna say in the same way, kinda, depending on the situation, of course. Here, he can and can't. Well, I think we're gonna do this, team. You know what? For the sake of this video, we'll do this, team. We'll man up here. We'll do the memes, and we'll hope that we freeze this Voltic. If we don't freeze the Voltic, it's a laugh for you guys. Okay, there we go. But I didn't think, I didn't think this fight could actually always stun me here. Is that the freeze or the stun? I think we're about to see this man's counter in action. Oh dear. This is gonna be really ugly. Well, wait, what? Wait, he didn't kill me. What? Never mind. This guy didn't build all extra damage moves? What? Okay. We're not gonna give this man mercy. There we go. Never mind, you guys aren't gonna see me get pub stomped. Oh, I got my ultimate too. So yeah, if you get your ultimate, this happens. For the we want to show off the buffs. What haven't I shown? Oh yeah, I haven't shown off I haven't shown off my whatchamacallit yet. The precision. So as you know if you don't know this about Hydratilla, yeah, I'm actually gonna set up. Actually, I want to have fun this fight though. As you guys can see, the damage is increased. We'll do the AoE precision just because I haven't shown you guys that yet. This guy actually killed him. Just a lot of Ladas right now. Yeah, I know what. Yeah, here's a mallet. here's a mace. He goes for the field goal and he scores. I would not want to be that Kevin. Yeah, that Hydratilla carries a 50% chance, 1 turn cooldown, freeze AoE. It only hits one. I like the damage. The person it's a single target damage move, of course, but it's an AoE effect. Everybody has a chance to be frozen. I consider this. Honestly, I consider Hydratilla really, really broken, and really, really nice at the same time, because it counters CDs, and it's just such a delight to bring. But going back to the prisoner, we're not talking too much about all that jazz. That essentially can help Hydratilla land his 1 turn cooldown AoE, essentially making that you know how OP that is? 100% 1 turn cooldown deny. If there's not a single monster immune to freeze on the enemy team, you have a good chance of winning. Just a really, really awesome chance. You just do. So let's talk about monsters real quick. What you can pair up uh, with the prisoner. Just going down the list here, and I'm gonna give you a reason why. Uh, do 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 do. Discopolis is a great example. AoE, since you can AoE stun, you can keep other water monsters off prisoner. You're gonna need something that can keep, of course, water deniers off Discopolis, of course. But that is a option. Do 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 do. Uh, Trying to find partners that would work really well, or at least take advantage of the buffs. The warrior can take advantage of AoE life regen, since he has high base life. Bubble Buddy, not Bubble Buddy. Hi Miss works well with him. Uh, Carries an extra turn skill, so he can get immediate healing. If he's like critically injured, you can immediately pick up I mean, like not Bubble Buddy. Sorry, it's just the name I called it. You can immediately pick up High Mass, just straight up the bat. There's a thing you can do. Since he carries an extra turn skill, he can proc health regen twice. Like he gets that one turn, and then uses the extra turn move, get another turn. That's a 40% life return, and he can still life steal too. So essentially, a good reset. Uh, Dull can give immunity to stun, and freeze too to prisoner, and in return can give life regen to lets him do his stuff. I'm gonna say anything that can make him immune to deny is essentially a great partner to him. Like again, Bowtie, Sarah, Kalik, Monster Device. Uh, do 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 do. Uh, Oh man, Bubblegum. Not Bubblegum. Trilops. Trilops would work all right with Prisoner. Trilops is the ability to do a bunch of constant shielding, so that goes well with regen and combos. Like you can Prisoner can set up the regen, and then Trilops can set up the AOE shields. I just want to do a few more partners real quick. Do 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 do. Extra guy build Tephra could take advantage of life regen and shielding. It gives him time to set up without having to worry about damage. Bastet can work with the prisoner's supporting skills, because she will give double life, and then you can set up for life regen. I'm gonna say you're gonna miss out a lot of damage. You're probably gonna have damage concerns at that point, so probably not the best combo in the world. uh, I would say Taiga's an option, simply because he can invade all damage, and as he's invading damage, if he has taken damage previously, he can refill his life with that. It'd be greatly appreciated. Um, Goran. Goran can work interesting wonders with the prisoner. Again, you might lack some damage, but maybe you can make a fun team that can get around the whole denying thing, being denied, if you don't have to worry about being denied too much. Uh, Thyra, it helps Thyra. It kind of helps in Thyra's situation because you can either slap a shield on her when she does her self setup, or just give her recovery too, because she can make herself immune to stun. She can give self immunity to herself. So I just kind of like an attacker that can is helpful with life regen and or shielding. Aran, life. Enough said. Takes advantage of shielding. You can draw in Voltix attacks. You gotta watch out for the AOE. Stack shots. Of course, that's a concern. Gangstersaurus can combo his prisoner's life regen with AOE lifesteal. And I do believe that's all. That's all the monsters I'm going to talk about right now. But there are other pairings. There are other ideas. Hey, if you guys think of your own ideas for pairing it up with prisoner, let me know in the comments below. I should probably put on a defensive team. Or is it going to do that for me? It's going to put the top 3 monsters, of course. It doesn't matter too much. That's all right. Why not? Yeah, that's fine. I don't care. It's bound to. You're gonna lose a defensive fight regardless. Or like just like it's inevitable. Like just like every person, like anything could happen. A monster with 130 months, that jazz. I do want to pick up the prisoner here so I can have you look at it. That's Galante. that is everything I want to share about the prisoner for this journal entry. Thank you so much for watching. If you watch it from beginning again, cool. I hope you enjoyed this. Hope you enjoyed this journal entry. So yeah, I'm Dib the Awesome. I'll catch you guys later.